if you're in that boat with me, and I'm assuming most of the people who are going to watch this video, what are you going to do about it? And I'm not advocating violence, and I'm not advocating any kind of civil uprising or uncivil uprising. I'm asking, and especially to every single person watching this who either didn't vote in November or who voted for someone other than the Democratic candidate for president, for whatever reason, for whatever noble reason you think you had a chance to stop him then, and you chose not to. You had a chance if you didn't vote, especially if you live in a swing state, especially if you live in Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Michigan. You had a chance to stop this then. And you chose not to. And I'm not saying that to jump on your ass, and I'm not saying that to make you feel like a shit. Okay, maybe a little bit. My main reason for saying it, if you are one of those people who didn't vote for the Democratic candidate for president last time, and you're upset at this, is to tell you that hopefully, we'll just have to see, won't we? But hopefully, in less than 4 years, you have a chance to do something about it again. Actually, in less than 2 years, because we have midterm elections coming up in 2026. You have a chance to do something to ameliorate it then by helping to elect Democratic majorities in the House of Representatives and the United States Senate. And then 2 years after that, in 2028, you have a chance to stop it again by voting for the Democratic candidates in all of those elections and for president.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox. And a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to. But the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling and you take him for a friend.
You know, when people say scratch your liberal, be a fascist, it's totally true. Because we have seen after the loser President Trump won how very hateful these liberals were to migrants, Latino Americans, Arab people, Palestinians, LGBTQ people, plus people, and so on, so on. They were very hateful, they were very mean, genocidal even, and they literally just embody the trope of they just don't want Trump in office. They don't care about actual policies, changes to better their lives. Just Trump bad, and that's it, pretty much. And what Trump is bad, yeah, we know that. But if they don't see the online teams, why did some people vote for him? For example, if he talks about, bringing back the jobs, because, some people cannot find a job really easy, and he talks about it, and the other shitty party, both are shitty parties by the way, capitalist, genocidal parties, both are shit, keep it clean, be honest, But if he talks about working class issues, the Republicans, even though they don't care about it and they want to, get rid of unions and, about, welfare protections, even though the small amount that Americans have, luckily we live in Europe. That's sort of an issue, but still, this neoliberal government in Belgium wants to cut down welfare as well, with attacks on the most vulnerable people, people who are sick, have a bit, long-time period sickness at home. They will probably attack more, the disabled and, other vulnerable people in work class, and they use it, that's to weaponize the work, to put the work class against each other, to, in a way prove that that's okay, in quotations, that they cut down welfare rather than just going to the rich people in society, because, a lot of rich people in parliament want to protect the interests. I see with the Social Democrats, forward party is not forward whatsoever in policies. We will chase the anti-immigration stance, but of course we know that even though you call Social Democrats, it doesn't mean that people, if you have harsher anti-immigration laws, that they will vote for you. We know that they will vote always for the most right-wing candidate party that's in the parliament. We know that. So that's going to work. And if you go to the tax the interest of the billionaires, you of course know that you are just a traitor toward the working class, like the SPD in Germany, especially where the working class movement, after World War I, where they were attacking the working class, there's a good 3-part series of bestie marks about it, a bit more in detail about the failed work class revolution in Germany. But seriously, when it comes to these liberals that go on this very hateful spree, they prove Malcolm X's point about liberals being foxes, and they be nice to you, but rather they will easily stab you in the back if they have the chance. The right-wingers, in a way, they're very, very hateful, MAGA, whatever, right-wing people, they will have no problem showing you the knife. Liberals will hide the knife and will stab you at the moment you least expect it. It's true whatsoever about it, because liberals don't want to have economic change, they want just aesthetics, but have a good, a nice person as president, say nicely, more kind way, rather than simply, Biden with the spoiled policy was the same as Trump, whatever, before. But, it's Biden, guys. I was like, dude, it was so pathetic. Like, these people, like, at one point they say, it's genocide Biden. And then they go on a spree about, about a positive Biden tweet, W Biden. And then everything is forgiven. These people are so spineless. As a European, even as an American, that is not, if you are an American, are not in the blue MAGAs or blue red MAGAs movement, both parties are shit. The poor capitalist is genocidal, they are anti-working class, and they are just not going to help whatsoever. And what really makes this point so accurately is when they, a media company makes a huge video about the impossible idea of a third party coming into office. Of course, it is never going to happen. But then they will, they post the idea and it was like, oh my God, the disenfranchised Democrats and Republicans are like, yes, we need a third party, yes. But then, when the moment comes rising about a third party idea, okay, we're going to put the Greens and forward, or maybe the Revolutionary Communist Party of America forward as an idea. Then we're like, yeah, the midterm election coming around, or the new presidential elections. Then they're like, oh no, we have to back the Democrats, blue no matter who. It's really pathetic and cringe as hell that even if they know that they don't going to improve their situation, they will vote the Democrats whatsoever. The spineless, cowards, and they are just really racist, genocidal, homophobic, xenophobic people in general. Because if you think about it, Malcolm X has like this competition in one of his videos, and if you also in the video, he was talking about how the Democrats are using, the oppressed people in the working class, the black people, Asians, Latino, LGBTQ plus, and so on, as they're using them for votes.
22 million black victims of Americanism are waking up, and they're gaining a new political consciousness, becoming politically mature. And as they develop this political maturity, they're able to see the recent trends in these political elections. They see that the whites are so evenly divided that every time they vote, the race is so close, they have to go back and count the votes all over again. And which means that any block, any minority that has a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position. Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who'll go to the White House and who'll stay in the doghouse. You're the one who has that power. You can keep Johnson in Washington, D.C., or you can send him back to his Texas cotton patch. You're the one who sent Kennedy to Washington. You're the one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republican. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you bash controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
What's so funny that the liberals say this about the Republican voters. Hey, you're a black person that voted for Trump. Like, you voted for a guy who hates you. You were just a vote to them. As like Max proving the point again, the Democrats and policies and other stuff, they're using votes because they still will not improve the lives of the oppressed people in the working class. Because when Obama was in office, the first black guy in office, then we're like, oh my god, finally, it's going to be a change, better improvement for black people in America, and no, it didn't happen whatsoever. He was really horrible about it, and geopolitics, lots of drone strikes, and didn't do anything really about police brutality against the black people, and so on. So of course, yeah, you can say Obamacare, that's one thing that he did, but at the end of the day, the guy did not really improve the lives of the black people. So on with other presidents before that, they were just used as a weapon, as Malcolm X perfectly put it, as the Republicans as well do. They don't care about them. It's literally the liberals, like, usage, like, hey, you are oppressed in the working class, there are Republicans or this right-wing party in your other country around the world is very hateful towards them, the immigrants, ultra-recruitless, disabled people, etc. You should vote for us, but we will help you about it. And then they don't do shit about it, because liberals, as social democrats, they don't really want to help the working class whatever. They want to still have the status quo, not improve, increase the budget of healthcare, of affordable housing, the education system, and stuff alone. They will only care about, hey, I will do it, they're just lying to you, and when they got your vote, they do nothing about it. It's as simple as that. And so sad, so pathetic. The liberals are like, this one guy, the Steve Jobs, or Steve Stevens, whatever, guy comes in around and says, hey, immigrants, hey, trans people, I know they were like, try to use them for like, hey, these people are oppressed. And the Republicans, they don't care about you. It's like, yeah, but Democrats don't care about them either. So what makes you prove it? You're just a racist and a homophobe. And what makes it worse, that they're going after people who vote third party, or they voted not voted whatsoever. They're like, you are the one that is responsible for the Trump win. Even though Trump won because even though he's an absolute loser of a guy, hateful, horrible person that's going to make a, Palestine or Gaza into like a Qatar or a Dubai for the rich people. Fucked up as hell. We know that this guy is going to be very fucked up, but he, in a way, said things that the working class of America doesn't matter even if it is really even political in the first place, that person in general, but he talks about it and people buy into it and voted for him. That's not really about racism actually towards Kamala Harris, but and they're both shit candidates and they're both bad. But Kamala Harris is going to be better on Gaza, even though she's going to still fund the genocide, but giving lots of your tax money to Israel. So don't get me out about it that Kamala Harris is going to be better on geopolitics or even on American issues than Trump. Both are shit, both are bad. We know that Elon Musk is going to fucked over American government and so on. But at the end of the day, both parties are not going to make your life better. So what's the point? Are you because being hateful towards people who are already oppressed? You again, the working class in general is oppressed as a whole. Doesn't matter if you're white, brown, LGBTQ plus, migrant background, etc. You have to work many days in a week. Sometimes people even work 6, even 7 days a week. Simply make it to the end of the month or have more savings for later. And the fact that people, the government is like, okay, you need to work more. The retirement age is going to increase because there is no quotation money for fucking, your pensions or whatever. Even though you can help the rich, but considering that a lot of rich people own the government, it's not going to happen. Whatever you are being in Europe, under the neoliberal boot of the European Union, it's undemocratic whatsoever. Good video about it is from Max Paul about the anti-democratic, neoliberal, imperialist, anti-communist institution that is the European Union. So that's one thing. In America, the same thing. You guys say that you have democracy, but you only have 2 parties. Two right-wing parties that are both shit, both bad. They're not going to improve your fucking living conditions whatsoever. People are like, oh my god, Trump is going to decrease the egg prices. I was like, do you really believe that? Do you really believe that Donald Trump is going to make food less expensive? I don't know. We know that American food is really lots of sugar, lots of corn syrup, even in soda, and stuff like that. So, they want to make you obese, they want to make you, tired, so then you don't go on the streets, or try to make you, improve their lives. The only thing that they really care about at the end of the day is to keep you saved on your wages, to stay in line with the capitalists. Just work, go home, eat a little bit. Hopefully, maybe you have time a bit for your hobbies or the people that mean a lot to you, and then sleeping, and then just repeat the same thing: eat, work, sleep, and boom, and so on until you die, pretty much. Like seriously. At the end of the day, I find so sad that a lot of people are like, they accept the situations to think that right-wing political parties, if you talk about even Europeans or European parties or other places around the world, they're like, oh my god, this guy, this woman is going to fucking make my life better. Even though no, the only real parties that are going to help you, if they exist in the first place in your country, are mostly left-wing parties, but you have to look at their policies, what they, go through with in the as a bill, or what they approve of or disapprove of the legislation. Sorry, in the parliament, what they agree with or not. and see if they're actually good with the working class issues. If they're not, then of course that means they are social democrats or neoliberal party that disguise themselves as left-leaning or Zionist in the case of German left-wing parties. Yeah. So in general, we saw literally that they were masked off, these liberals. And they don't really care about working class issues. They were hateful. They were bigoted. They want to stand deport people. I was like, you voted for this guy. Yeah, but that doesn't make you like better than these MAGA people or whatever. The people who think that migrants are a problem. You will have some of these or all of these were advocating for the deportations. You are just a bunch of fucking losers at the end of the day. Like seriously, losers, fucking bullies, genocide fucks for some people. Even then, because like, hopefully Trump and finish the job. Like, you guys are really pathetic, and you mask off yourself as fascists. Radical liberal, it's fascist. It's so accurate. Malcolm X was right. You guys are foxes, and yeah, you were just bidding. You were saying nice stuff, but behind our backs, you were holding the knife and stabbing a boss in the back. As a left-wing furry, a commie furry, whatever. Yeah, liberals are center to the right, or even simply right-wing in most cases. Let's be honest. They think that you're on the good people's side, but just no. They're just fucking sad, pathetic losers that do anything really want anything to change. And they really don't care about improving the lives of the homeless or the poor, helping people out of poverty or whatever. They only care about their situation. Like they say, like it's funny, like thing that people say about how conservatives only care about people, about children who are in the womb. Liberals care about making their children into a investment. Like you are here to continue my family business or to be very high stake job like a lawyer or a real estate agent, I don't know. And actual left-wing people want to have kids and just enjoy life and be happy and just don't be like, hey, you guy, you should pay with blue stuff with monster trucks and girls need to pay with doll houses. It's a pathetic thing. Just let them be, explore themselves, be who I want them to be, rather than just this whole bullshit about they expect you to be something for them. You expect to be high paid, that they are, that you, the kids, are being done better than they were in their life, whatever, Yeah, sorry. But seriously, liberals are just so pathetic, and I really hate that people say that people talk like, you're a liberal, you liberals are right wing, I'm a commie furr, whatever, and stop calling me a liberal, you are just a fucking politically uneducated person, so shut the fuck up, or either stop being a liberal, think a bit more better about issues at home or abroad, or you can say be a pathetic body, but then just a nicer way. You don't say it in their faces, but you just say it in your mind. I think that you will be a better person for that. No. You're just fucking sad persons. I see how that the hateful comments after an election. Trump or these liberals hitting on so many different oppressed groups in the working class. We saw that when Trump were deporting people, when they were hateful towards them, like, I'm going to call ICE on them. You are just pathetic. And people say that they deserve that. You're just a loser, and you're just a hateful person, and you don't see it. The consequence of your actions. Sorry. just the bully, fuck you, and you're just irredeemable at this point. So yeah, this was my video about liberals being fascists in disguise. We know that in politics, really in like Europe before, our Belgian government, the liberal guy, Alexander De Croo, or Mark Rutte, or whatever, are fucking capitalist, pro-capitalist, anti-worker people. And they want to do with social issues like they're better than the evil far-right nationalists. Yeah, they are worse. But you don't make a solution, you're just disguising and don't want to prove their conditions. You don't care about them, you care about your rich donors, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, be a communist, be a Marxist, be a socialist. But if you are liberal, or even worse than that, a social democrat that even tries to say that they are for better standard of living, even though they don't dismantle capitalism, and you know that they are a problem as well. Fake solutions, you get no prizes. Your condition is not going to prove. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I know that some people are going to dislike the video for my voice. For my opinion, liberals are going to hate this video because, oh boy, I said that you're the losers. Because they are, at the end of the day, and when you were saying the genocide stuff, or advocating for someone's deportation, then it says a lot about you, and not about me, You mostly probably hated Malcolm X or Martin Luther King for what they say about the white moderates or the liberals in general. I call them like hateful people, saying racist stuff towards them. You would see them probably if they were kids now. So don't tell me that you were for equality. Fuck no. But fuck you. Anyway, thanks for watching. And have a nice day. Bye. Bye.
Stayed too long at the sun, you left me blind. I was gone, but you never left my mind.